I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be talking about my Christmas TBR. And I'm so excited for the list that I have. There are some good picks on here. I have them all written down in my little handy dandy notebook, but I'm really excited. And I got my Kindle here. I'm gonna read like the descriptions with you guys. A lot of these, I don't think I actually read the description. I've like heard of like tropes and stuff like that. And I'm like adding to TBR. Absolutely. So we're gonna read the synopsis for each one and it's gonna be fun. You guys see my reaction. It's gonna be great. I tried to make it kind of like Christmassy over here. Okay, a lot of my Christmas decorations are like up high on the bookshelves. So I just put this little snow globe right here for a little decoration. See it? It's so cute. I got this at TJ Maxx. Oh yeah, and it's like a musical one, but look at this. It's so cute. I love it. So yeah, this is originally like up all the way up here, but I put it down here for the video. But yeah, let's just get into my Christmas TBR. I'm so excited. So first on this list is Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn. So this is like the second book to How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I read that last year. I loved it. I rated like 4 stars. That was fun. This is the second book to that. I want to say this is like, so like the MMC in How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, I want to say it's like his friend. Nothing says I love you like trespassing, public humiliation, and a town-wide Christmas spectacle to win your crush back. Atlas Max Maxenheimer did not sign up for this. One minute he's anxiously trying to keep his family's Christmas tree farm from imploding. The next he's passed out in the snow after getting clocked by a suspiciously strong bottle of soda. Enter Betty, new in town, full of holiday cheer and helping her uncle open a rival tree farm next door. Max is convinced she's out to destroy everything Evergreen Farm stands for. Betty thinks Max might be one sleigh short of a winter parade. Cue the holiday chaos. Between blizzards, blown reputations, wildly misguided romantic plots, and one stolen ornament with a seriously tragic backstory, this small-town war turns into something far messier and much more delicious than either of them expected. This looks like Rivals. This small-town war turns into something far messier. So it sounds like Rivals. Okay. Hello. That sounds like it's gonna be fun. I hear this is hilarious. Like, more funny than the first one, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. So I'm really excited for this. The next on my list is Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. So she is the author of Icebreaker, Wildfire, Daydream. I don't know the name of that series, but she wrote it. And this is her, like, I think first holiday romance. And I'm so excited. Also, this cover, you're joking me. That's so stinking cute. I love her covers. And I haven't read like the whole series, like that hockey romance series. I've only read Icebreaker, but from what I remember of Icebreaker, it was super spicy. So that's kind of what I'm expecting going into this. Clara Davenport wants to solve Fraser Falls' biggest problem. According to Jack Kelly, Clara is Fraser Falls' biggest problem. Wait, is this gonna be enemies to lovers? Is this gonna be enemies to lovers? Oh, I'm literally so excited. Oh my goodness. And a holiday enemies to lovers? So good. Actually, one of my like favorite like holiday reads is The Christmas Picks by Lucy Score, and that is enemies to lovers and so good too. I recommend that one. All Claire and Davenport has ever wanted to do is climb the ladder at Davenport Innovation Creative, her family's toy business. Everything was going according to plan until the company was accused of stealing a doll design from an independent toy maker, creating a flurry of bad publicity. With a promotion dangled in front of her like a carrot to a reindeer, Clara is tasked with charming the locals of the small town to solve the PR nightmare by any means necessary. Jack Kelly would be happy to never hear the name Davenport again. Less than a year after a guy in a fancy suit appeared on his doorstep with a sleigh full of promises, the company that once falsely claimed they wanted to sign him to the small business program has copied his design. When Clara prances into town hoping to convince Fraser Falls that her company is not the enemy, Jack is determined not to be fooled by Davenport twice. But Clara has a plan to win over the community, only to realize that beneath Jack's frosty demeanor lies the key to the town's heart, and maybe her own. Ooh, okay, so this is gonna be enemies to lovers. He does not like her, but joke's on him, he's gonna fall in love with her. No, like, yeah. I'm really, 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 really excited for this. This is actually like high on my Christmas TBR. Like I think this might be the first book I read in December, honestly, because yeah. Oh, this sounds so good. They have the signs of like the places, the Green Light, Wide and Winslet, Bliss Cafe, Flo's Fancies. Do you see that? Like they have the names of the shops. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, yeah. I'm excited. And then we have Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. She also wrote another one of my favorite holiday romances, but it's Friends to Lovers. It's called, it is my favorite, I swear. I just forgot the name. Love Light Farms. There we go. She wrote that. And I loved it. I couldn't stop. I rated it 5 stars. Fantastic. Friends to Lovers. One of my favorite Friends to Lovers. Highly recommend it. I have a feeling I'm going to love this. I'm so excited. Is the ghost of Christmas past. She's not exactly Scrooge. So is this going to be like she falls in love with a ghost? Ghost of Christmas past. Nolan Callahan intends to spend this holiday haunting like every other. Get in, get out, return to his otherwise aimless existence as a ghost awaiting the afterlife. Guys. But when he's faced with Harriet York, the sweetest assignment he's ever had, he suddenly finds himself wishing for a future. Guys, like, is this gonna be like she falls in love with this ghost, right? And then by the end, he like is alive again? Like he's not dead anymore? Because cute, right? No, like cute. Harriet York has no idea why she's being haunted. She's a good person, or at least she tries to be. A people pleaser to her core. She always does what's expected of her, but as she and Nolan begin to examine her past, they discover there are threads that bind them together and realize there might be more to moving on than expected. When the deadline of Christmas Eve fast approaching, will they find the key to their futures in each other's past, or will they stay firmly in the present, indulging in their unexpected, spirited connection? No, guys, I am so excited. You're joking me. No, you're joking me right now. Why do I want to read this like right now? On the first day of December, the universe gave to me a busted knee, a twisted string of garland, and a cat with an attitude problem. That's a awesome first sentence. I love that. My foot is falling asleep. And then we have The Gingerbread Bakery by Laurie Gilmore. So I have only read one book in this series. This is the, what's it called? Is there a name? Is it just called Holiday Series? Like, what is this? Hello? Okay, yeah, I don't know the name of the series, but it's a bunch of like, kind of like holiday season-esque series. The book that I read is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I really enjoyed that. As owner of her beloved gingerbread bakery, Annie Andrews should have a love life to match her business, sugary and sweet. But instead, she's locked in a battle of wills with the irritatingly upbeat bar owner down the street. Max Sullivan has everything he wants, except the girl he dreams of. It's easier to argue with Annie than get her to talk to him. But with Jeannie and Logan's wedding coming up, they're about to spend a lot more time together. As the snowflakes fall and with romance in the air, will Annie see that the one she loves to hate might just be her perfect match after all? Okay, so I was gonna say this is like enemies to lovers, but from the sounds of it, Mac, our MMC, has a thing for Annie, but Annie doesn't like Mac. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe. So maybe she's like grumpy and he's sunshine. Ooh, reverse grumpy sunshine. Yeah. This is Jeannie and Logan's wedding. Jeannie and Logan is from the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Oh my goodness. My Kindle loves to do this where like it'll be have the internet, right? The internet's going, and then all of a sudden no internet. And then the internet like it keeps loading. I don't understand. Okay, and then I want to read The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore, which is in this series. Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to fix things. but somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm. And despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these two lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. Oh, okay, I also list the tropes. Oh, I love when a, synopsis lists the tropes. Okay, grumpy sunshine, small town, obviously, forced proximity, and one bed. Yes, one of my favorite tropes. I love a good one bed. But I swear to goodness, if the MMC has the audacity to be a gentleman and sleep on the floor, we are gonna have a problem, because that's just unacceptable. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna mention is actually a dark romance. A dark Christmas romance. I'm sure there's probably a lot of more dark romance Christmas books, but this is the only one I've seen out and about, like at the store. I've been literally looking at this and I'm so intrigued. Okay, from what I could tell, it's gonna be a why choose. Okay, I can get behind that. It's the night before Christmas and I'm alone in the house. Popular jewelry influencer Chloe Hallman is steeling herself to spend another holiday on her own. Instead, she finds herself drawn to two different guys, a smoldering hot fan of her secret seductive online persona, and a sexy fireman named Jack who looks out for her in their New York City neighborhood. She has no idea that I know her better than she knows herself, her deepest secrets, her darkest desires. She's careful, but I've been watching, never leaving footprints in the snow outside her home. Jack was the first responder to the accident that stole a beautiful young woman's family 2 Christmases ago, and he's been quietly guarding her ever since. When Jack uncovers Chloe's secret account, his obsession only grows. Both he and Chloe are drawn to the darkness that mirrors their own. She's my Christmas wish come true, and I'm hers. She just doesn't know it yet. Will Chloe's Christmas be a tale of fiery passion or a dangerous game with a man whose love knows no bounds? Okay, so for tropes, Christmas romance, fireman romance, morally gray MMC, we love that. He falls first, I love that too. Forced Christmas joy. What do you mean? Like, she don't like Christmas? Acquainted in real life. What the heck does that mean? What do you mean? I don't know, but I'm gonna read it. It sounds good. Santa's dark secret? Well, now I just saw another Christmas romance. We're not gonna veer off. I was about to start looking at different Christmas books. We're not gonna veer off from this list. Okay, now back to some fluffier romances. That was like our one dark romance on the list. There is Better Not Pout by Maren Moore. This is a small town fake holidating romance. We got fake dating. I'm gonna eat this up. A lost letter to Santa gone terribly wrong, or perfectly right. As the owner of my family's vintage candy shop, there are 2 things I'm great at: sweet treats and Christmas. Love, on the other hand, not so much. So when my best friend insists we write letters to Santa asking for our dream man for Christmas, I figured it's just a bit of holiday fun, until my letter mysteriously disappears. And then Wells McCoy moves in next door. Retired hockey player. Ooh, hockey player, yes. I don't think this is like a hockey romance because he's retired, but he's a hockey player nonetheless. New bar owner. Oh, a bar owner? Oh yeah, hot. Ridiculously handsome. Infuriatingly, there's that word again. Infuriatingly expert at pushing all of my buttons, and somehow he checks off nearly every box for my dream man wish list. When Wells unexpectedly steps in to help me save face in front of my ex, we strike a deal. A little fake holidating to get us both through the season. No feelings and no strings. Oh girl, you're about to catch all the feelings. But between confusing mistletoe kisses, cozy nights with his family, and chemistry that feels anything but fake, lines start to blur. Suddenly, fake feels a lot like falling. And with the clock ticking down to Christmas, I can't help but wonder, was it all just a sweet coincidence, or is this Christmas magic after all? Read this if you love holiday romance, small town, fake holidating, forced proximity, dislike to banging. Dislike to banging? No, yeah. Hallmark after dark. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But I'm really excited for this one. We got some good ones on this list. Like, I'm really loving what we got right now. Okay, so this next one is actually a novella. And it's a cowboy romance. It's a cowboy romance plus Christmas. Sign me the frick up. It's called "'Tis the Season for a Cowboy." No, like that title. I actually saw this on Instagram and immediately was like, I'm adding it. Cowboys, holiday romance, put them together. I'm gonna eat it up. Everyone says wear the hat, ride the cowboy, but no one ever says anything about divorcing him. What the frick is this marriage in trouble? Is this second chance? Divorcees? Want to return to my favorite little cabin in Silverwood, Montana for Christmas. I refuse to let anything ruin my 5 days of solitude or my plan to get my life back on track. What I didn't plan for was finding myself shacked up and snowed in with a grumpy cowboy. But that's exactly what happens when I run into my ex-husband, Hank Blue. I've been dead set on forgetting the man whose heart I broke 3 years ago. Being stuck together means we're forced to face the past and what tore our marriage apart in the first place. Even worse, I'm forced to remember everything about the man I loved, that rugged, handsome cowboy with a heart of gold. Those sweet kisses under the mistletoe, the yearning look in his sapphire eyes every time we touch. Soon, the only thing hotter than the fire and the hearth of our old cabin is the heat between us. I'm falling for my ex-husband, again. And as Christmas approaches and my time in Silverwood ends, it's clear that Hank still wants forever. But I'm not sure if all the old feelings we stirred up can make up for the heartbreak of our past. Is he just a cowboy I used to know, or is this a second chance wrapped up in a shiny red bow? Wait a dang minute. So it's like second chance, forced proximity because they're stuck in like this cabin together. Is this gonna like kind of hurt? It's like a novella, so it shouldn't hurt too much. But is this gonna hurt me a little bit? Second chance romance get to me. Like I always end up crying. But like this is a novella, so it can't be too much. Like, yeah. The next book is Merry Little Christmas by Lauren Blakely. I have never read a Lauren Blakely book before, but I have heard some great things about this. I should have known better than to make a Christmas bet with my brother's best friend, 6'3", grumpy and allergic to mistletoe and feelings. Brother's best friend? And he's grumpy. Oh, stop. Stop. Yeah. No, yeah. My job sounded simple. Find a holiday for the sexy single dad hockey star before the team's Christmas Eve gala. But Rowan's sworn off romance forever, so when he bets I can't find him a +1, I up the stakes and volunteer as tribute. And it's single dad? Brother's best friend. Single dad? And then he's grumpy? I'll fake the date with holiday hater just to prove him wrong. Cue the mistletoe sabotage and Secret Santa subterfuge. But soon our practice dates at Christmas tree farms and hot cocoa competitions feel a little too real. Aw, they have hot cocoa competitions? That is so cute. Especially when he starts planning secret trysts in our snowy small town, where I discover exactly how fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. And when I get to know his book-loving daughter and they invite me into their life, what began as a holiday bet is turning into a Christmas I'll never forget. What if the only gift I want... Wait. Okay, listen to this. They're missing a word here. What if the only gift I want the grump to unwrap this seed? Oh no. Okay, no, now it makes sense. I just need to finish the sentence. I was like, wait a second. What if the only gift I want the grump to unwrap this season is me? Tropes: holiday romance, Christmas romance, brother's best friend, fake dating, grumpy sunshine, small town, Christmas competition, workplace romance, freaking hockey. Okay. So this has like a lot of my favorite tropes, okay? Brother's best friend. I love it. Fake dating? Absolutely. Grumpy sunshine? Small town. Obviously, I love a good small town. Workplace romance and then hockey romance. Oh my goodness. I need to read this immediately. Okay, and then we got Marry Me by C.R. Jane. This is another book that I just saw the cover on Instagram and was like, TBR. She thought she bared her past until it shows up in a Santa suit at her sister's wedding. Natalie Bennett has a plan: survive her big sister's Christmas Eve wedding, avoid her estranged father, and absolutely do not fall apart in front of the ex she walked away from, even if he does look annoyingly good in red velvet. Houston Maddox was supposed to be a high school memory, before Hollywood, before heartbreak, before she convinced herself walking away was the right thing. But when one broken down car, a meddling grandmother, and a very compromising duet throws them back together, Old feelings resurfaced faster than you can say I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Now stuck in a cozy mountain lodge with one very determined ex, Natalie's forced to confront the truth. Maybe love doesn't follow logic, and maybe, just maybe, the boy she left behind is the man who never left her heart. Marry Me is a funny, tender, and swoon-filled second-chance romance standalone about finding your way back to the one who never really let you go. Yeah. Dang, that sounds good. This Christmas TBR is, yeah, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so freaking good. And then the last book on this list is Holidays and Heartstrings by Alexandra Banks. So this one is a single father and enemies to lovers. When the snow falls, hearts begin to thaw. Quentin McKelvey never really knew his grandmother, but the sprawling colonial house she left in Granton, Vermont might be the fresh start he and his 5-year-old daughter need. Swapping city chaos for small-town charm, he hopes to build a quieter life, one where he can breathe again and raise his little girl in peace. Celeste Black isn't exactly thrilled to be back in the town she once ran from, but with her father's dementia worsening, she's left her art and her pride behind to care for the man who barely remembers her. The last thing she needs is a too-perfect new neighbor who seems to have it all figured out. They clash from the moment they meet. Quentin with his steady calm, Celeste with her creative chaos. She's in over her head, and Help has a funny way of showing up, wearing steel cap boots, flannel, and a permanent scowl. That's what it sounds like. He's gonna be grumpy. A grumpy single father. Yes. Where was I? Okay, there we go. I got it. But as Christmas approaches, snowflakes aren't the only thing falling. Between tangled holiday lights, awkward run-ins, and the quiet understanding that comes from shared loneliness, something unexpected begins to bloom. Maybe the place you're meant to be isn't just a house. Maybe it's a person. I love that last line. Maybe the place you're meant to be isn't just a house. It's a person. I love that. That's cute. That is so cute. That sounds so good. So yeah, those are all the books that I have for my holiday TBR. My main ones that I want to get to, okay, this holiday season is Good Spirits, Holiday Ever After, Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. Those are like 3 that I know that I really want to get to this holiday season, but I'm hoping to get to most. I really am. That's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If any of these books are on your holiday TBR, let me know. I would love to know if you have actually already read any of these. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.